Hey y'all, it's me Austin here from Chisel FM Productions. Now I actually have something for you guys. This is a North American Railyards book here from Warrior Press Roads. So we're going to be opening it up. I know I have to clean the cover. So the reason why I want to share this is a lot of people want to know what the older roads that used to be in business. That would include Conrail, Burlington Northern, and Northern Santa Fe. So over here on the title page, I think this is Canadian Pacific, which is still in business. This is their rail yard. And it's also NS and CSX are also in here. Now I didn't want to give full credit to these photos. The full credit goes to, if I can find it. I do give full credit to Dennis Pernue, as he's the one that took these pictures. He's actually a British photographer, which I think moved in the United States. I'm not quite sure. Over here you have GT. Don't know if they're in business now. This is Burlington Northern and Santa Fe, Chapter 1. And over here you have, what are these? These are C4-8Ws right here that Santa Fe owns. And right over there is a C40-9W, I believe. So really good, interesting book. We're actually going over Santa Fe. We're just going to look at the pictures. We have Santa Fe, or not Santa Fe, but Burlington Northern. That is a 6104. I don't know what locomotive. That might be a GP10 or a GP20. I'm not quite sure. But you guys can let me know in the comment section below. And over here you have a locomotive. Over here. I have all these pictures here of locomotives. Unfortunately, all these locomotives have been scrapped. Over here you have Burlington Northern. So Burlington Northern 2927 GP38-2, two GP38-2s on BNSF and Burlington Northern. I'm not really going to go through everything in this book because of time. I don't want to have to make a long video here, but I'll most likely do it if you guys want me to. I'm just going to continue with this, I guess. Over here you have an SD70 Mac of BNSF. This is their older paint scheme that they have. Over here you have the Santa Fe. This is their other livery, which is in the yellow and blue paint scheme. It has an air conditioner unit up top, which is standard equipment. I think that Santa Fe was the very first ones to introduce air conditioning for the tops of the locomotives. But these particular air conditioning systems had problems. Once they get old, they have rusty water that comes down on the crew, so that's why they replace those with air conditioning that doesn't heating and air conditioning systems that don't drip down on the crew. And also they're quite noisy too. I mean, they work fine. They bring lots of cool air, but there's refrigeration fluid that comes down the cab. So that's why they got rid of that. Over here you have Santa Fe. This is a SD40-2 and a switcher of BNSF. Looks like he was carrying. Looks like he's going through the rail yard. Over here, now this was my favorite paint scheme. This is the Burlington Northern SD70 Mac. And then you have locomotive. This is a C4-9W of Santa Fe. So now we're in Springfield Yard in Springfield, Missouri. I'm sorry if I didn't show that. That's Kansas City, Missouri. Then over here it's Springfield, Missouri. And you have Tulsa, Oklahoma. Now this locomotive, hold on a minute, I gotta shut the door. Over here, this is a C4 or a B40-8 These locomotives are no longer in use, but they still BSF still has the B4-8s that they acquired by Santa Fe. So this is the B4-8, either a B32-8 or it's a B40-8. I'm not quite sure. But B4-8s, there's a difference between the horsepower. There's a B38-2 and there's a B40-8. And there's a two difference in horsepower. So they're technically the same locomotive. They have the same cab, the same radiators, the same trucks. They have a two or major horsepower difference. And we're in Barstow, California. Barstow, California is where it is. For those of you that want to know, this is where that guy. If you guys have watched There Goes a Train, this is where he filmed the video. So, Santa Fe really does remind me of BNSF. And, over here you have some locomotives. You have a SD4-2 in this locomotive. Now we're going to Union Pacific. Now, Union Pacific is still in business, as you already know. Now this locomotive, SP, it's an SD45-2, and apparently the East Yard that was in Los Angeles, California, has officially closed. I do not know exactly if it's been reopened or not, but this one was closed in 1992. I don't know if it's. I'm gonna have to research that, but I'll let you guys know. If that's rail yard, but it said down here that the closure was in 1992, so it could reopen, it would not, I don't know. And you have some, what is that? Some locomotives here of, let's say he's pulling out of the rail yard. Now this is my favorite picture, and for good reasons. You know, you have, you can see all the way down to track, and also see these 4 locomotives. You have an SP unit. Southern Pacific is no longer in business, but I think they have some locomotives that are still in that paint scheme, but it's very rare to find these now. And then you have the Santa Fe locomotives. I think these are, these are GP38-2s. That's an SD40-2. Now, we're actually going to be skipping around and go on to Conrail, because a lot of you have been interested in Conrail. And, here we go. Okay, let's see. We're going to get back to Canadian Pacific in just a moment. We're just going to go over Conrail. You guys are curious to see some photos of Conrail. Of course, there's not very many on the internet of Conrail, so these are some that have never been posted on the internet. So over here, you have a Conrail SD70 Max, and that looks like it's a C4-8W of Conrail quality. And I'm gonna have to make this video into 2 parts. So I only my phone only allowed me to record 10 minutes at a time when shooting in 4K. So if my video does stop, I'll resume after it's stopped recording. So over here you have Conrail here. As most of you know, Conrail was one of my favorite roads from the past. They actually went out of business either at 1998 or 1999. They got out of business because they went bankrupt. And CSX took half of their fleet of locomotives, and then NS took the other half. Over here you have some locomotives. This is actually a first gen. Now, if you guys want to know the difference between a first gen and a next gen GP38-2 is very simple. This is the first gen. The first gen, or phase 1, had 2 radiators, but it didn't have a 3rd radiator. This is a first generation GP38-2. And the CNA does have a first generation locomotive that they got from, it was an EX Florida East Coast. Over here you have some cars right here. I really do miss the, alright, so I'm going to stop the video, guys, and I'm going to resume for the second part.